Let's pledge allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Were you gonna call him? Bob?
I was.
Yeah, we need
It's at the beginning of the meeting. so-
Yeah.
Hi, it started. Would you call,
I don't have my phone with me.
You can call mine.
do you have Joel's number? Which number, Joel?
829-0044.
829-0044. Yes, sir. Yeah, it's right now because they're starting. Thank you, sir. Bye. Thanks, Jim.
Yeah, no problem. Got you on speaker, Mike.
Okay, sorry I can't be there.
Nope.
I'm in a truck.
Hey, I know it. Got to make a living.
Yes.
Thanks for calling in. Appreciate it. Let the roll call reflect that we have a quorum. We have Bo Weaver, Councilman Demick on phone. The rest of us are present. We have a quorum. Let's go right into it. Resolution 22-009, USDA Rural Development Signatory. Can I get a motion to approve resolution 22-009?
I'll make a motion.
Been moved by Councilman Weaver that we approve resolution 22-009. Can I have a second?
I'll second it.
Been seconded by Councilwoman Hardkey. Discussion. Any discussion?
So what is exactly this is for?
Okay, what this would allow us to start the wheels going for a rural development grant loan. We can't move forward even to see what we're eligible for until we do this procedure. This is part of the thing we got to do to even make us eligible. This is not authorizing. We are not going to move forward with anything other than the application to look at. And the reason this is involved because you know, our last bids came in high. We just want to have all the options we can when we put this out to bid again. And then the council will make a decision whether we move forward or not. This just gives us more options, is all this does.
Well, this actually, it just defines the council who's authorized to sign paper.
We're right.
After it's passed.
Yeah, but we got, yeah, but we can't, we got to have that authorization before we move forward. Any further discussion? None being, all in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Oppose the same? Did I hear all ayes?
Yes.
Okay, all ayes in the affirmative, just checking. Motion passed. Resolution passed, thank you. Resolution 22-10010, officers' salaries. Can I have a motion to approve resolution 20-010? We read that?
22 dash.
Yeah, 22 dash. 22-010.
A resolution authorizing the increasing of salaries and wages of mayor and council members. Whereas the governing body for the town of Shoshone passed a budget ordinance for fiscal year 2023, which includes salaries and wages for mayor and members of council. Whereas the governing body for the town of Shoshone recognizes salary for the mayor and council are set by the governing body prior to the beginning of a new term, according to Wyoming statute 15-2103, and shall be fixed prior to the beginning of a term, and changes made will not take effect during the current term in which they are enacted. And whereas the governing body for the town of Shoshone recognizes the need for updating salaries and wages for mayor and council from time to time based upon various factors and circumstances. And whereas the governing body for the town of Shoshone previously set salaries and wages for mayor as $600 per month and $75 per meeting for council members on December 29th, 2020. And whereas the governing body for the town of Shoshone recognizes the disparity of the current salaries for mayor and council compared to similar sized communities in Wyoming and the level of commitment exhibited in Shoshone by mayor and council members. And now therefore be it resolved by the governing body of the town of Shoshone, the salaries and wages for mayor are set as $1,300 monthly and $100 per meeting for each council member. Be it further resolved that the Shoshone Town Council hereby authorizes the town clerk treasurer to increase the following line items in the amount specified. Salaries and wages, 1041-110, $3,200.
Can I have a motion to approve the resolution 22-010? Can I have a motion to approve resolution 22-010?
I'll make the motion.
Been moved by Councilman Weaver to approve resolution 22-010. Can I have a second?
I'll second it.
Been seconded by Councilwoman Harkey that we approve resolution 22-010. Discussion.
Is that $600 proper number?
Yes,
I thought their salary was $400
it,
based upon the term they started in. And that was at September
no, it
29.
was, but
2020, correct?
correct. That's
So-
that's what the mayor has been making.
I thought they could change the salary during the
You
current
can't,
year.
you cannot. We did not.
They changed it from 400 to 600, if I'm correct, 2 years ago in September.
But the just as the 600 would not take effect until January 1st, 2023. As
So that's why I'm questioning how it was read. It should be 400 properly.
It was,
Is that correct?
it was reset for, on that date is when it was reset to 600, but that's, before that, it doesn't take effect during the current term.
So the current term, so the current mayor's term expires at midnight on the 31st, correct? Month.
Yeah.
So that means that raise
Would take effect
would take
in
the 2
January.
days from now.
yes,
Correct.
So the current mayor should be only be getting $400 a month?
that is what the current mayor is
Okay,
getting.
so that's what I'm saying is that I'm questioning how that was worded.
So-
As saying it was 600 a month, it should be read as $400
No.
a month.
Well,
Yes,
Well,
Like
okay,
Christian.
so he's currently making 400. What it's saying is that on December 29th of 2020, the governing body changed that for the next term to take effect. Is what it's,
Okay.
that's what it's saying.
That's what is in effect.
starting in 2 days.
Yes,
Okay,
so that's a true statement.
I agree there. But what I'm saying is the way it's worded when I read it at my house, it should say the mayor currently, right now, is $400 a month
Until the first. of-
until that takes place.
But that has nothing to do with this resolution.
Well, if the resolution isn't worded properly, therefore it has something to do with it.
No, it's,
I mean, is it worded properly?
yes,
No,
yes.
the mayor is not earning $600
It
a month at
nowhere in
this
there does
time.
it, nowhere in there does it state the mayor is now making 600.
I've read it.
It's nowhere, it doesn't say the mayor is now making 600. It just states when December 29th, 2020, we moved where Bo Weaver's salary stayed at $50, my salary stayed at 400. The new elected officials salary raised from $50 to $75. So that is the current, what is set up currently now, which will, for the mayor, and if Bo was reelected or would have ran, it would have been, but anyway, the mayor would go to 6 and the councilman that replaced him would be going to 75.
The way I read it, it's worded incorrectly. The current, right now, is $400 a month. Starting January 1st, it changes. And I'm questioning the wording of the resolution.
I could add in there, effective January 1st, 2023, if you would like, that would.
So that will have to be amended.
But the sentence as it stands, it's just saying that's what it was said. It's not saying that who's making what. It's just saying that it was passed previously.
That was the last adjustment to the salary was made December 29th, 2020.
Which Marshall was on, but he did review it though.
Okay. So we want our mayor to go to $1,300 a month, which from his current salary is a 325% increase. I think that's a little bit high.
But
I'm just voicing my opinion.
what that represents is 20 hours a week, if you would, at $15 an hour.
Well, I did some internet searching today. I cannot tell you how updated these items are. The WAM, I cannot find out WAM's salary schedule for mayors. Gillette mayor gets $1,500 a month.
Did you let me?
The Gillette,
That's a town of, how many thousand?
about 22.
22,000.
Saratoga gets 400 a month. Douglas at 250 a month. Pine Bluff's 250 a month. St. Clair 400 a month. Casper gets $300 per meeting. Rock Springs gets 24,000 a year. Jackson gets 30,000. Pino gets 2,000 a month. I think that 325% increase is too much, period.
Du Bois mayor gets $2,000 a month, gets furnished a car and gets full medical. 10 Sleep mayor, population at 246, mayor gets $1,200 a month. The larger cities, as you are like Gillette, they're not under the same type of, they have city administrators that on towns that the mayor does the city administration also. So the larger cities, the mayor does not, just like Riverton, the mayor there does not manage the town, the city administrator does. It's various, the mayor in Du Bois is a full-time, he works at it full-time, works very hard at it. The 10 Sleep mayor, he's got a full-time job, but he was also down at a meeting for SLIB. He does extra stuff for his town also. But it's, but I don't think anybody doesn't deny, I do not work very hard for the town of Shoshoni. But anyway, that's
I just
sort
don't
of,
think
that's how
it's
that
feasible for the
represents.
town of Shoshone. I don't think we have enough going on here. I could see it going to 800, but that would be the top as far as I would go.
2 years ago, our current mayor voted against an $800 salary.
Really?
He really did. I apologize. He voted against a $600 salary. I voted against it as well.
Well, I don't even know. Can the town even afford this?
We have money in the budget for this fiscal year to afford it, and then it'll be a new budget next, obviously in July.
What kind of number is the governing body thinking?
I'll be content with the $600 that were set 2 years ago.
Tammy,
I'm okay with 800, but that's as far.
how about you, Mike? So I guess I'd be on the same thing. Either we go with the 600 that we had originally voted for. If we needed to bump up something, then I would support the $800 mark, but I wouldn't be willing to go past that either.
All this time I thought you guys were volunteers.
I thought I was when I got on here. I thought it was, I did it for free.
What a disappointment.
Well, I will say as much as I work in that same thing with the mayor and Du Bois, that we turn this into a full-time job. I know personally myself, I end up having to hire things to be done that I do not have time to do because I spend weekends and I do it. And because it needs to be done, but financially, I may not be able to work as hard if I can't afford to pay someone else to do some of the things I do. Like I said, that was $15 an hour is starting wage here for our employees. Everybody work here. So that was sort of a number, and that was something that the town could afford. And it was, if I just looked at some of the other op mayors that worked, that was probably a reasonable number. But if the governing body feels differently, then so be it. But
I think the timing of this should have been brought up in October.
but one of the timing,
I mean,
What?
2 days before the start of a new year.
we did not have the initial Craig report out. That did not know that the Craig report is pretty positive where it looks that we can afford this. We didn't even know till we had the Craig report that it was probably,
I'm unfamiliar with the
Feasible.
Craig report, so
pardon?
I'm unfamiliar with that term you're using, the Craig report.
That, we get that every year to help us plan our budgets. That's the state's forecast of incoming revenue. So the state has, well, for instance, I believe it's sitting around, got an additional about $930 million this year. Unanticipated revenues because for the next biennium. So that's, financially, correct me if I'm wrong or anything, it looks much better than what we thought.
The gas and oil and mineral
Yeah.
extraction.
So it didn't, till that came out, I had question of, that the town probably couldn't afford it. So what wasn't a issue. But it's whatever the council. Whatever the council want, whatever you guys want to do. Do we have a motion? Well, then do we need a motion to amend, is there any question on the $100 per month per council member? Because
I would like
it's
to-
both. If they meant that this is for both.
I would like to split the vote. Have two different votes.
You can't.
I cannot. Why not?
This needs to be, well, my understanding from our attorney to this vote to be legal, it has to include both council.
Well, when I got on the city council, I thought it was for free, so I don't have any problem with it not going up for us.
There you go.
I did. I thought it was all voluntary. Till I got a check.
For
And-
me, it doesn't affect me either way because, this is obviously my last day on there. My thing with bringing more money into it, and I'm not saying we got to do a ton of money or anything. I'm just saying, my thing is maybe, hopefully it'll entice some new people to get involved. I have no idea. It seems like it's low. Like I said, it doesn't affect me either way, whether there's more money or not. My hope is that maybe more people will get of interest of it. I have no idea, but that's what my hope is.
Well, for both positions, that's reading, that's why both Du Bois and Tinsley are paying the scale they are. I believe our council members work as hard or harder than what they do in Du Bois. We have a lot going in, and council members like going down to the Wham convention. They get their motel and stuff paid, but they get no reimbursement if Tammy still works, Jake Stettler still works. They're gonna go down for the boot camp, which is a great thing, but they're both missing a day of work to do it. And, it puts away,
Volunteer.
but it takes away from time and family and it helps it can help attract more people. We had a hard time filling the field for city council. To reward it a little bit better, maybe we'd have more people in to apply. And that, the same thing goes for mayor, and that's why with talking with the mayor, that's why they put salaries to where they did, so they could hopefully attract more people to do public service. You look at the battles, the Cat Tammys had people knocking on her door and screaming and yelling at her and stuff like that. Not everybody is willing to do that. Maybe a little more financial reward is not a bad thing. I know we've worked hard on trying to raise the salaries of all of our employees, but this is if you. Wait, you can amend the mayors and leave the council where it at. I mean, at $100, you can raise it, lower it, whatever you want to do. If we're gonna
You
make an
just said you
amendment.
couldn't do that.
No, we can make an amendment to what I said, amendment to
The question was.
to
voting
the
separate
resolution.
Versus. There's just confusion on that.
Yeah, you can leave the 100 if you want on that and lower the mayor or whatever you want, or vice versa, but it needs one resolution.
What about if I just amend it for the council? We'll split the vote, the council to get $100 and put the mayor's position with that 800.
That'd be fine.
And see how the council votes with that, because I don't think they're gonna go any higher. So let's see what we can work with. Like I said, it doesn't affect me at all. The whole reason I'm interested in
Correct.
getting higher is just to get people more involved. I've begged and pleaded since I've been on the council during meetings, out of meetings, talking to people to get involved, and maybe this will help. I have no idea. Maybe it won't change the damn thing. I don't know.
Well, I hope it will.
I make that motion.
Okay, we got a motion to amend the resolution to the mayor's salary to 800 a month instead of the proposed 1,300. Can I have a second on that amendment?
I'll second it.
And second by Councilman Hartke. All in favor of that amendment to the resolution, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same.
I,
Aye.
Okay, show the vote was 3-2 on the resolution.
The amendment.
On the amendment for the resolution, now let's move so now the resolution now reads the monthly salary for mayor at 800 a month. And the per meeting is stayed at 100 per meeting and $100 per meeting. So that amendment is, so can I have a vote on resolution 22-010, which reflects the amendment that just been passed. All in favor of resolution 22-010, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, the same.
I,
Aye.
Motion passed. Councilman Zent and Councilman Dimick voted against. Councilman Weaver, Councilman Hartke, Mayor Highsmith voted aye. Motion passed. Approve the bills of December 14th, 2022 to December 29th, 2022.
I'll make the motion.
Been moved by Councilman Weaver. Can I have a second?
Second it.
Be seconded by Councilwoman Hartke. Any discussion? No discussion. All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed, the same. Bill's true. Motion passed. All affirmative. We still have, I believe everybody where Wildmore had his home catch fire, I believe December 23rd. I think it might be just wondering what the council thought about the town. I don't know. I tried to reach out. I haven't been able to find Lyle today. I stopped by a couple times. But maybe try to put on in 3 weeks or so, something like that, as some sort of benefit dinner for him, with maybe ask for donations to have an auction too, and to help him. He lost about everything. Told he didn't have insurance. Just putting it out there, see if we shouldn't try to do something like that.
What was it?
Anybody else know that another organization or anything is doing something like that, or?
where is he staying now? I know he moved from senior housing to that trailer he bought from Homequist.
Right.
Where is he now?
We had a cancellation that was gonna move into apartment L. And so he was actually able to get back into senior housing. So he's back in the same apartment that he left from previously.
I don't know how much furniture he's got in there or anything else, or
He just came and picked up the keys, so I,
clothing, or, I don't really. But Lyle's been a long time resident here in Shoshone. So. Sound like. Go ahead and research and try to do that.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Get his permission before anything.
Yeah.
So. We'll kind of move forward on that, and see if we can help. I don't know what else, or maybe something else we can help, you know what I mean, but I'm just,
Right.
I really wanted to talk to Lyle about it today, but I didn't catch him at home. So. Can I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make the motion.
Been moved by Councilman Hartke to adjourn. Can I have a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Zent. He was the fastest. And any discussion? None being, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Both same. Motion for council is adjourned at 6:36.